It's that time of the year, and I could not be more ecstatic. This is that time of the year where you get with your friends, you ding-dong ditch people, you eat candy all day, and nobody's gonna tell you that you can't. And let me just say, if you are not in the Halloween spirit, do not mess it up for everyone else. And honestly, I don't even know why you wouldn't like Halloween, because you get to dress up as whatever you want, you get to meet your friends, and get free candy for it. And I don't care how old I am, if I come to your door in an outfit, I deserve candy. This is the time of year where people leave bowls out and say, take one piece of candy, please. What do you think this is? I am going to grab a handful, and it is going in my bag. And if you have the audacity to think that I want pretzels and fruit to go in my bag, keep it to yourself, please. Because if you give it to me, I might hurt your feelings. So everyone, please, get cavities with pleasure. Put your outfits on no matter how cold it is outside, and wear them with pride. And most of all, have a happy Halloween. Thank you for your time. Here's some things you should know about college. The first thing you need to know is that the college struggle is a very real thing. I mean, some of the things that I've done and even seen other people do are just astronomical. Eating ice cream with a fork, eating peanut butter sandwiches with no jelly, eating ramen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, eating cereal with a fork, which I don't know what the problem is with forks. There's just like a shortage of spoons in college or something. And if you come into college not knowing how to make ramen, you will not survive. Because nothing pisses me off more than when I come out of my door, which is right in front of the water fountain, and I see noodles all over the floor. It's not that hard to fill up a cup of noodles with water. And heed these words, please. Go to the calf if you have meal swipes. Because colleges give you side money for you to spend in all the restaurants and the stores, which for my college is called Flex. And people will run through Flex fast. And you gotta keep in mind that it's not going to reset until next semester. So if you blow through $250 in 4 weeks, that's on you. And trust me, it's not hard to do. So please, if you have meal swipes, go to the calf. Thank you for your time. Let me spit some facts real quick. Why is it that no one ever wants to hit me up unless I'm screen recording, on the phone, or in a relationship? Especially when I'm in a relationship, because when I'm single, y'all are nowhere to be found. But as soon as I step foot into a relationship, hey big head, what you doing? Oh my bad, I ain't mean to not text you back. Another thing, y'all ever been so tired in class, you fake like you sick when the teacher asks if you alright? Teacher be like, are you alright? And you be like, I think I got a headache. And I already know y'all guilty of this one. You ever fake like you sick to your parents just so you can stay home from school? They come in the room to wake you up in the morning. You suddenly have this petty cough. I don't think I can go to school today. And you know the only thing on your mind is either playing the video game, getting something to eat, going to sleep, or just being happy because you ain't got to go to school. One of the most dumbfounding things ever is when you and your friend are working together cheating on a homework assignment and y'all put the same answers, but yet somehow they got a 90 and I get a 65. And what makes it worse is the fact that you can't say anything about it because you cheated. Thank you for your time. It's story time and I'm pissed off. Last night I stayed up trying to do a presentation. It didn't take me that long. I finished it in about 20 minutes. I set 3 alarms to make sure that I got up for class today on time. Class starts at 10 o'clock. I got up for my alarms. I hit snooze on all of them and I said, you know what? I'm gonna get out of the bed. And right before I got out of the bed, I said, let me just get on my phone for a second. And then my roommate came in the room and he woke me up and he said, hey, don't you have class? And I said, what time is it? And he said, 9:56. Now what pisses me off is 1, I don't even remember falling asleep. And 2, my eyes were closed for 3 seconds. So how did 45 minutes pass? And what makes it worse is it's like I was in shock because it was like, how is it 9:56? I know I need to be moving, but I just need to take 10 seconds to realize that it's actually 9:56. And I live in a dorm, so my bed is up to Mars. I have to jump down to Earth to even get on the floor. I can't find clothes, my breath stinks, my face is pale. I just need to wash my face, and I didn't deserve to wake up like this. Moral of the story is I was in class pissed off at 10:03. Thank you for your time. This one goes out to all my basketball players out there. In the basketball world, there is nothing more embarrassing than airballing a free throw. And what makes it worse is the game has literally stopped just so you can take this shot. Everybody is watching, and you take your time, you square up, and you take your shot, and don't hit nothing. Another thing I used to hate was when you were in practice and you could have been attentive the entire time. But as soon as you do one thing that the coach doesn't like, get on the line. Another thing I used to find funny was when you would get a steal and have a fast break, and it's like you had 2 men talking to you. It's like you had one that was like, just go for the easy 2 and get the points. And the other one was like, hit him with a sham guard, behind the back, between the legs, step back, shoot, pull, and then you miss. But it's like you kind of have to listen to this one because if you make the shot, do you know how good that makes you look? And lastly, there is no better feeling than the first game of the season because that adrenaline is just something else. So good luck to y'all during y'all seasons. Thank you for your time. Yo, I got a question. Have y'all ever fallen asleep in class and a couple minutes into your nap you have a dream that you're falling? That has got to be one of the scariest things ever. I mean, the power of that dream is impeccable. Like, how does it launch me up like that? I mean, it wakes me up so hard. Even the teacher is looking at me and the only thing they can say is, "Are you okay?" Another thing, why is it that every time you're actually being attentive in class and raising your hand, the teacher never calls on you? But the one time that you decide not to raise your hand and put your head down so you don't gotta answer the question, they go, Xavier, what do you think the answer is? Another thing that I find funny is when you and your friends used to be in class actually talking and you got in trouble for it, it got so awkward. Even if you tried to laugh it off or whisper or something, you can't get past the awkwardness. You got caught. And lastly, no disrespect, but yo, I used to hate the people that would suck up to the teacher. Because it's like, yo, you so busy trying to be liked, you don't even see that the teacher don't like you either. Thank you for your time. School administrators and teachers, listen up. I never understood why y'all are so pressed about me chewing gum. No disrespect, but most of y'all can't even teach your curriculum because you're giving me stuff to study that's not even gonna be on a test, but yet you worried because I'm chewing gum. No matter of fact, excuse me, because I'm actually worried because you teaching me math and this is English. And another thing, headphones, okay? I understand the whole safety precaution, blah, 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 blah. But do you really have to sprint down the hallway full speed to tell me to take my headphones out? It takes me 2 or 3 minutes tops to get to my next class, okay? I'm just trying to listen to Earthquake for 2 minutes to get to class in a good mood. Another thing, teachers, please find a way to incorporate hands-on learning, because how do you expect me to learn sitting in a class, not even able to move or talk for an hour and a half, and you're being boring going over a slide the entire class? What information do you think I'm retaining from this? And last thing, please understand that students can have bad days too. It's not just y'all. Thank you for your time. If you own a pet, you need to hear this. Why is it that pets can stay outside all day, and then when they come back in the house and lay on the nice, plush carpet, they think this is a perfect place to take a dump? Or better yet, they think, you know what? I need to establish my territory, don't I? So I'm gonna take a nice piss right on this carpet. And I swear it pisses me off because I feel like they're trying to sucker me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they know that if they do it, they don't have to clean it up. So they think, you know what? I'm gonna just chew up the toilet paper. I'm gonna just take a piss on the couch. I'm gonna just take a dump on your bed. Because guess what? It don't matter. Because you can yell all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm not cleaning it up. And that goes for caged animals too. Because I would know, I had guinea pigs and I would clean their cage so perfectly. It would look so good. And as soon as I put them back in, there's dump and piss everywhere. I swear if they weren't fluffy, I might just kill them. Thank you for your time. This one is for all my anime fans out there. Let me go ahead and start this video off by saying that anime is not a cartoon. And for those of you that think it is, you're just showing that you do not have the intellectual capacity to understand. Because if you were to watch it, you would understand that what you have is a misconception. Anime is a spiritual experience. And they're all different. That's what makes it better, because if you want to watch a romantic one, you can. If you want to watch a mystery, you can. If you want to watch something scary, you can. And if you want action, you got it too. And I could sit here and give you 15 different animes for you to start your anime career. But I'm not gonna do that. It is a self-guided journey. Because the same way that I can watch the Avengers, is the same way that I can watch Bleach when Ichigo masters his Zanpakuto, The only thing I can tell you is to watch it in Japanese with English subtitles. Because if you watch it dubbed, you're not even watching anime. Thank you for your time. Let me go on a rant about fast food real quick. First of all, McDonald's Sprite might as well be alcohol. Because if I take a sip of McDonald's Sprite and it makes my face do this, it might as well be alcohol. Because what I don't understand is how can soda make my face do that? Another thing, McDonald's and Chick-fil-A are infamous for this. Why are y'all fries so hot? There's always that one time that I come in and I get some fries and they be steaming hot. And what makes it worse is I be hungry, so I be eating it like you know something is hot when you be chewing it your mouth be open, you be blowing out the hot air trying to get new air in. Another thing, let me go ahead and solve this universal debate real quick. Bojangles and Popeyes are about 50-50 because whatever Bojangles doesn't have, Popeyes has. But whatever Popeyes doesn't have, Bojangles has. They're both good. Lastly, if you don't like Polynesian and Chick-fil-A sauce, what are you doing with your life? Thank you for your time. Here's a couple things you should know about college. First things first, when it comes to paying for college, you'll be paying for books, you'll be paying for classes, you'll be paying for room and board, you'll be paying for the sun, you'll be paying for the air that you breathe, you'll be paying for the water you drink, and so on. Time also works a lot differently in college, because 11:30 at home is, probably in for the night. I'll probably get in bed and watch Netflix sometime soon. But 11:30 in college is Taco Bell is walking distance. Cookout is not far, but, I'm pretty hungry right now. I'll probably go get something to eat. And there's also this thing that's very prominent. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's called Freshman 15. And pretty much it means you eat so much food that you gain at least about 15 pounds like your first year in college. And gaining the 15 pounds is not because you just want to eat so much, but it's because you have so many options. And what doesn't make it any better is it can be like 2 o'clock in the morning and the only thing your friends are talking about is, hey, y'all trying to go get something to eat? And of course, you're going to say yes. Thank you for your time.